Hello, YouTube comic book community. This is Pope G, and I got some Spankies for you. I went to a peddler's mall, found a nice stack of dollar bin books, and a huge stack at a comic book shop in Lexington. And I'll just go ahead and show those to you. I definitely at the comic book store I went to, I definitely found some awesome finds. And there's a book in there that like I've been wanting for like I guess a long time, and it just never landed in my lap, and I found it in the dollar bin. So let me show you some books. So this stack I found at a peddler's mall, and this is Green Lantern #1. This is it's like a Silver Age, like I guess special. It's not the actual Green Lantern #1, but it has good old Sinestro on the cover. Now I've never seen this before, and I put it in a clear backboard. It like folds out from the front and the back. I ain't gonna take it out, but it does. It does have a little bit of a wraparound because it's a gatefold. But this is the special X-Men anniversary issue. Uh, but it's X-Force. So I'll just show it to you so it makes sense. There's anniversary, but it's X-Force, but it's definitely a really cool book. I've never seen this before, but so it was kind of cool to find that. I absolutely love this cover. This is the Phoenix War Song. This is the Silvestri cover, and this is the Stefford Cuckoos with the Phoenix Force. But that's a cover swipe of a Greg Land cover. And here's another Greg Land cover, well, an actual Greg Land cover. This is Ultimate Power issue 6. Found Blackest Night Tales of the Corps 3 of 3. And this is part of a connecting cover. They didn't have #1. Uh, I said in my last video, you know, someone always takes the #1. Let's see if I can do this correctly. There we go. Oh, that's pretty close, I think. So it's definitely cool to get those. Found a short little run of those classic Star Wars, the early adventures. His issue #6. Here's issue #5. It's a really cool cover. It's a nice Vader cover. And here's issue #4. I found Justice League United #2. Here's a Stargirl bombshell cover. Can't go wrong with a bombshell cover. Found the Savage Dragon #13. It's a Jim Lee cover. Thought that was really cool. I found the Savage Dragon Sex and Violence issue 2. And this was actually with this book in the same bag, but this is called Aaron Strips, and I've never seen this before, but It was really cool. This is issue number 2, if I haven't said that already. And that was it from the Peddler's Mall. But I got a whole bunch, like, from this comic store in Lexington. And what's cool about their bins is that if you're like me and you're in the going through the Spankies, if you will, uh, like sometimes you'll start pulling stuff out that you like, and next thing you know, you have like a stack like this big, you know, uh, and you're like, damn, like I'm about to spend like $80. But the cool thing about this, like if you get the more you get, like the bigger discount you get. So I think like you get a good discount at 25, and then like, but it just cuts everything in half basically. I think I got 50 books from this place, but you know it basically turned these into like 50-cent books. So that was really really cool. Uh, I found this Cole the Conqueror #6. It's a really cool cover. But I don't mind having a little date stamp on there. If anything, I think that kind of adds a little bit of character to the comic book. And to me, it doesn't affect, uh, like the actual book itself. In my opinion, like to be honest, I don't even know if CGC or the gradings people, if they even take away for having a date stamp on it or not. If you guys know in the comments, let me know. Or if anybody shows up or watches this, I have no idea if they count against date stamps. But here's steak #1. It's a really cool cover. Found Silent Mobius #5, Part 2. Some really good anime stuff. Here's issue #4. And I love finding these in the bins. Like these Alex Ross covers. Like they're just amazing. And I'm surprised that like these things even exist in the dollar bins. But it's the Justice run. This is Justice #9. That like they always, they're just beautiful covers. But that's like the Marvel family, I guess, helping Black Adam beat the crap out of Shazam, or Captain Marvel, if you will. Here's Adventures of Superman 644 with Zatanna on the cover. I found this Time Masters 2 of 8. When I first saw this, like at a glance, I almost thought it was a Magnolia cover, but it's not. But I'm a sucker for like T-Rex covers. But what's cool about this, I'm gonna open this to show you guys something, because there was something in here that I thought was really cool. Uh, Especially if you guys know me, I'm a big horror fan, and I'm a huge Clive Barker fan. But what I thought was cool is that there's like a little insert for Nightbreed in here, and try to be a little careful. It like folds out into like these like little bios of characters in it, and there's also some on the other side with the man by Barker himself. So I thought that was really, really, really cool. What they should have done is put a secret, like, signature of Clive Barker in here, but they didn't. But so I thought that was really cool. So even if, like, you know, like, even if you're not gonna read the books, then you guys are just like going out there to, like, to collect covers or just to collect the issues. Uh, when you go to bag and boredom, sometimes it doesn't help, even if you don't even plan to flip through it. But I always suggest that when you bag and board, that you, even if you're not planning on reading your comic book, but at least look at it in the interiors to see if the interiors are good. Or sometimes you'll find like a little surprise of, like, for instance, the little Nightbreed thing. I found this Ultraverse Elven issue number 0. Found this nice cover for Hero number 8. This might be a JP special because of the bathtub bubblies going on. So I might actually set that one aside. Found another. Hold on. I just got a notification that I have my own my own video going live. It's a little late, but I know I picked up one just this last one, last video I did. But it's Adventure Comics number 6. So I just love this cover of Superboy, and although he hates to be called Superboy, he says, "Don't call me Superboy." Connor, I guess we'll just call him Connor, chasing down his dog. Once again, there's a T-Rex cover. Found Supergirl number 1. I have, I think I have a lot of volume number 1s of Supergirl, but I don't have this one, so that's pretty cool. I found this Superman. I don't even know if there's an issue number on here, but it's a Whitman cover. Not that, for those of you, Whitman's not the, like, hardest or anything. It's just this right here, if I can get it right. So these are, like, Whitman is a variant that you can find sometimes in the older books. Like I said, here's Justice 10. Just beautiful, beautiful cover. This one's got the wonderful Black Canary on it. I'm a big fan of Black Canary. Here is Ash number 1. And found a few more Ash 0. It's a wraparound, so I put that clear backboard on there. Found 2 of those. Found Infinity Wars number 1. I think this is volume 2 of The Forever People, issue 1. Picked up this Generation, I think, House of M number 2, or it's a Decimation. This is 2 of 5. It's a limited series, but I nabbed this one because of the Jubilee cover. I picked this Adventures of Superman number 4 because it's just like just like to me, it's just like a classic cover. Uh, you know, of Superman getting ready to jump into action. And so I thought that was a really good cover. And I know I found these issues before, but this is Guy Gardner number 23, and this is like an homage to like the Temple Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. And issue 22 with yet another T-Rex cover. So I think they know how to like get you to buy covers. You just slap a T-Rex in there. Now these are books I know have multiple copies of, uh, mainly because I love the covers. It has some of my, well, one of my favorite, like I like Black Canary, uh, Zatanna, and Mary Marvel. And this is when uh, she gets her dark powers. I say dark powers, but her powers from Black Adam. But I really enjoyed the Countdown. That was a really cool read. And then I love this cover. And I know I have multiple copies of this. And now I have 3 more. And I also picked up this cover. So those are the main covers I usually pick up from the Countdown series. Like I love this Joker cover. Very nice. Then I found Claus and the Life and Times of Joe Christmas #1. I put these, they had a whole bunch of these, but I just grabbed 2. Like I said, they're in the dollar bin, so why not? But I definitely paid less because they had a huge discount. I just thought that was pretty cool. Here, let me move some of these books. Stack's getting big up here. Like I said, I got 2 copies of that one. And then I found yet another Ash #0 wraparound. So if anybody out there needs an Ash 0, I've got it for you. Found another Superman Batman #24. This is the gender swap of these characters. X Infernus #3 or 4. It's a wonderful Finch cover. The only thing that sucks about this, I didn't realize till later, is that there's like a pink marker swiped through the code. But it's whatever. And a Darwin Cook cover. Love Darwin Cook covers. But this is the Spirit #7. It's a good old like beach bash cover. Wonder if this is like Annette Filiatello from the old school like beach show movies, and uh, the first Mickey Mouse Club. Definitely showing my age if I'm talking about Annette Filiatello. Uh, I'm guessing the Spirit is taking the Spirit of the Big Kahuna. Maybe. It's a little bit more of anime goodness. This is Oh My Goddess one shot. It's lonely at the top. It's a nice, really cool cover. Absolutely love this cover, and I know I found this one, I think maybe in my last haul too. This is X Factor number 52. Because I remember talking about, I love how Liefeld draws Sabretooth. Like, and that's another thing I'd like to know for you guys. Like, what artists do you like? They have a version of Sabretooth, because there's a lot of multiple looks of Sabretooth, and like this one's my favorite. It seems like a lot of artists, like, I mean, there's some characters, usually they don't. I mean, they have their own art style on it, but like his look, usually remains the same. Like Spider-Man, usually remains the same. Wolverine is usually a constant. The Sabretooth has had some differently, like different looks, as in like his body type, I should say, not like art style, like his body type and stuff. But I think that's definitely my favorite Wolverine. And I was super happy to find this. This is the New Titans 93. And I hope you guys are able to find a copy of this out in the Spankies, because there's a really cool Adam Hughes pinup of Starfire in the middle of it. But it's also funny, it's because they're all looking like you get to see what the Titans are seeing of Starfire in the expose, the X expose. So this is a really cool find. I think that's only my second copy of that. Uh, Found another Deathmate Black, which I'll always pick these up when I find them. Uh, this is the first appearance of Gen 13. Uh, and maybe it's just because of like the amount of copies of this that was out there, but I'm still surprised like this is a more sought after book. I don't know, or maybe it's because people already have a whole bunch of copies that they don't go looking for it. But like I'd figure like the first appearance of like Gen 13 would be pretty big, because they're an awesome it's an awesome book. Uh, I have a couple of copies of this, and this is the first appearance of Ghost. Uh, but I always pick this up. It's probably one of my favorite from Dark Horse Comics. Definitely my favorite character from them, because they when they did this comics greatest world release, like they released like a lot of brand new characters like Ghost, X, Barbed Wire, and a few others, but I think Ghost is really awesome. Uh, Picked this up because I like the cover. This is Furious #1. I just really like that cover. I was happy to find another copy of this in really nice minty condition, but this is Batman and the Outsiders #25, and this is the first appearance of the Looker. Now, that is Looker right here, uh, but I mean, like, that's not like what Looker looks like now is a whole lot different. She's very vampire, and that definitely is not vampire, but that's her first appearance. Uh, this is a Dead at 17 Blood of Saints. Just a really nice cover I grabbed. Never seen this before. Shadow of the State. Uh, this is issue 2 by Broadway Comics. With a little bit of cheek and side boob. You're welcome. And this was kind of cool. There's another guy that was because I mean, there's like a whole like wall of these bins, and and it's kind of weird because like I don't go to this comic book shop very often, mainly because like there's no point in hitting like these dollar bins. At least for me, what I think, uh, if you go like, because if you go every week to like the dollar bins, more likely it's not hasn't been refreshed, and there's like not anything new in them. So like, and plus I don't go to Lexington that much, but when I do, I'll hit that place because it's usually been a few months and there's always new stuff in it. But it's funny because every time I went there, the same guy has showed up, and it would be just me and him in the dollar bins, like on this wall, and we would just like work, each be on one side, and then we would just like excuse each other, and then like go around each other. But it was really cool because like he saw that I had all these stacks of books, and he was just like, "Hey man," he's like, "Have you seen this?" And I was like, "No." And he's like, "This Batman comic." He's like, "You like Kevin Smith?" I was like, "Yeah, he's pretty good." And when he held it up, I was like, "Oh, it's also a Sinkovich cover." But thought this was really cool, so like he handed it to me, and I just threw it in my stack. Just thought that was a really cool interaction with like someone out there. But I just thought it was funny that because I'm not there very often, and it was just like the last time I was there, it was the same dude in the dollar bins. But here's Johnny Quest #4, and I know these always have wraparound covers. But once again, some more dinosaur action. Ah, here it is. This is the book that I've always wanted, uh, and I was just hoping to find it, and it was really cool because it like it's just one of those moments where you're just flipping, and I'm just like, holy shit, did I just see this book? And it's like I'm surprised. First off, I'm surprised this even landed in a dollar bin, mainly because like the cover is pretty iconic, or at least I believe it's very iconic. I'm sure you guys would agree too, and it's especially in this particular run, that this is like I would say this is a sought after cover from this particular run. But this is the Punisher War Journal issue 7, with Wolverine, and it's in minty condition. And I was just like, oh yeah, oh yeah, this is. I was super happy to find this. Like I did one of those like the classic double takes of like, what the fuck? Like I can't believe this book is like, and I'm just happy that it was like it's. I can't believe it's in the so good condition. Like it's because this wasn't even bag and boarded. Like I know I have it in Mylar now, but it was just some of these books in these bins like are loose, but it's never a waste of time to go through dollar bins that have like no bags and boards because sometimes you can find. I'm gonna show you again. Just beautiful books like this can survive, and it's gonna survive hopefully for years to come. Now that's in my possession in Mylard. Uh, Picked up this Ultraverse Mantra issue 8. Um, it almost the style of drawing almost reminds me of Jay Lee because of there's a lot of sharpness and like the coloring, the shading and stuff of it. But may actually have to check and see. I'm not sure. But here's a cover I'll pick up every single time. But this is Justice League America. This is an Adam Hughes cover. But I don't know. I'm just a sucker for this cover. And what's funny about it is this is during an era I never really liked Guy Gardner. Uh, don't hate me yet. because like I do absolutely love Guy Gardner now. I know I've said this before, but like, god damn, I wish they would bring back the Red Lanterns and have Guy Gardner take the reign again. Uh, Nothing against Atrocitus, like he's definitely an awesome character, but like I absolutely loved when Guy Gardner took over as the leader of the Red Lanterns. I just thought it was like right down, like I thought it was just perfectly written and perfectly like just an all round good idea to have Guy Gardner as the leader of the Red Lanterns. That's my opinion, DC. So if you want to run with it, you're welcome. Um, Pick this up. This is Crossfire number 14. Strictly a cover by. Uh, Speaking of the Looker, I picked this up because this is Batman and the Outsiders number 31, and it's The Truth About Looker Part 4. But apparently, she definitely did some costume changing throughout the year. But just thought that was a really cool cover. Speaking of cool covers, uh, I picked this up as a cover by. This is Peter Parker Spider Man, number 13. Uh, I just really like uh, how they have like the carnage. I like how Spider Man is drawn. I like how his costume is kind of bleeding into the background, and then you have Carnage just kind of looming above him. Think that's a really good thought out cover. Uh, but I mean, it'd be nice to have a little bit of like, some of this stuff kind of gone, a smaller UPC code. But still think it's a great cover. And the last book I'm going to show is Incorruptible number 5. And I had to pick it up because it's like a homage to cult fiction. And that does it for the comic books. But I am going to show you a figure I picked up just because I can. You guys know I love some Sith, and I couldn't just let this sit there. This was the only one chilling at Walmart. But this is one of my top 5 favorite Sith, and this is Emperor Palpatine, aka Darth Sidious. So, thought that was pretty cool. And for you Star Wars fans who just want to see like other characters they have in this short series. Yep. So that's all I got, guys. I hope you enjoy this video. I know Riggedy Giggity Gimme That Cigar has dropped a video, and it's a nice long video. Do not think that you have to do like short videos. Like, I don't know what this. I don't have anything against short videos. I mean, I'll watch them, but it's just like, sometimes I like to have something that's like 30 to an hour stuff of just like I like listen like it's a really neat way in the community, I think, to get to know each other. It's just by watching each other's videos, uh, and you just like I think a lot of us do is like we like to watch these videos when we bag and board our books, or if we're like just you know trying to sort our collection. If you have like a shit ton of books, as I do. But yeah, I'm ranting now. I'm going to wish you guys happy hunting and collecting. This is Pope G signing off. See you next time.